Go ahead, Jake.
Hi Ben, how close are you to naming your team?
Yeah, we've named it, told everybody. It's just Folksy back in for Billings from the last test.
Was there any consideration to making more changes?
No, there wasn't. I think everyone in the starting 11 who you'll see tomorrow, the shirt is theirs at the moment, but it's, look at the squad as a whole, and it's a very exciting place to be at as a captain and as a coach. As me and Baz keep saying, that we feel as if we've got all bases covered if something, unfortunate was to happen to any of our players. It's definitely somewhere you'd rather be there than scratching your head thinking who we're going to pick. But no, definitely it was quite an easy decision based on our previous 4 performances.
Yeah, 4 wins on the bounce. How do you keep that momentum going?
Well, I think for me, it was just reiterating the points of what we were making in at the start of the summer about our mindset, attitude, and everything like that, about how we go out and play our cricket. And personally, I feel as if it's one of those things that's the most important thing at the moment for this team, is believing in what we speak in the change rooms and going out there and trying to deliver on what we say, because the results will look after themselves. If we play to the standard that we have done over the last 4 test matches, we know we're going to give ourselves a great opportunity of winning a game. But I feel as if regardless of how you play, if you don't play good cricket, then you're going to lose a game. So for us, it's just going out there and continuing with the attitude and the mindset that you've seen from the first 4 games of the summer.
Does that attacking mindset change, adapt, evolve at all? This term "basball" has been used, but does it move on?
Look, I think it's, in simple terms, it's always trying to put the pressure back onto the opposition, but also understanding when we need to absorb that pressure. But one thing that I have noticed, that in the times that we've felt like we have had to absorb pressure from the opposition, we've still done it with a positive way. And that's been one of the most pleasing things to look back on, is that when we do feel like we've been up against it, we've understood that, but we've still tried to always put the pressure back onto them, however it may be, which has been great.
One thing that's been mentioned is playing perhaps smarter cricket. Is that something you've talked about in terms of the game situation, perhaps?
Oh God, we won 4 games out of 4, so I'm happy with that. Smarter, yeah.
And in terms of this term "basball," Dean Elgar has said that it doesn't have sustainability, potentially. I just wonder what you made of those comments.
Look, the opposition seems to be doing a lot of the talking at the moment about it. We don't really speak about it that much. We just concentrate on what we do. We've got a style of play, they've got a style of play. At the end of the day, it's bat against ball. Whoever plays best over a test match is, more than likely to win. But we don't dive into it too much. But happy for Dean and the South African team to keep saying they're not interested, but then also keep talking about it. So, yeah.
And can I just ask you about yourself? You've had a bit of a break. You didn't play the T20 series and the 100. How's your body feeling?
Yeah, good. I had 2 weeks off after the one day retirement, we'll say. Actually, it was. But I built myself back up nicely. Really excited to get back out there tomorrow. And for the series, it felt like a really long time away from each other. And obviously, there's been a lot of different cricket, different formats played from the guys in the dressing room at the moment. So. It was a real excitement for me getting back in there, seeing everybody, almost chatting through and reminding everybody about what we've done, what we've achieved, but, sticking to our guns and making sure that 5-week period hasn't lost its venom, as I say, that we left with, because it would be easy to have so long away from each other to almost forget the role that we managed to find ourselves on.
And how's your knee? Has it benefited from a bit of rest?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's been a long process with that, but we've got an unbelievable medical team who obviously the best in the England at doing what they do. So I'm very pleased and very happy with where we're at the moment. But still, as always, it's just a maintaining thing.
Might we see you bowl more in this series compared to the 4 tests at the start of the summer?
Well, it just depends on where the situation of the game is. It's not a case of, my knee's good, so I'm definitely going to bowl more. It's more than that. It's just an instinct-based thing of when I feel if it's me to come on, or the other 4 bowlers that we've got as well.
Finally, for me, can I just ask you about James Anderson? Turned 40, still carving it up, still performing to his best. How much longer do you think he can carry on?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. You know, he's got the label of freak almost to be able to do what he does at that age. He doesn't. I was shouting at him at fielding the other day, I was shouting 40 at him, and he didn't really like it. But I think he's an unbelievable ambassador for the game, but also ambassador for fast bowlers in the future. For them to look at someone at 40 to say he is still one of the best in the world to do it. The way he looks after himself, the constant will to always get better and not be happy with where he's at is an incredible thing that he has. And we're incredibly lucky to have him as a side, but I think also as a nation that play the sport, we're incredibly lucky to have had him for as long as we have.
How much longer do you think he can go?
He's still 20 in my eyes, so 60 maybe, who knows.
And now you've retired from one-day cricket. Will you play Test cricket till 40? Do you see that happening?
Oh, I'd absolutely love to, yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Julian, next. Yeah.
I just wondered, Ben, South Africa are quite a new-look side in some respects. They've had some decent results of their own lately. Just wondered what you made of them as a side, their sort of strengths and weaknesses that you've been assessing.
Look, I've played many series against South Africa over the years, and I always love playing against them. They seriously competitive side, and you always feel like you're in the battle with them, no matter. Even if you are on top of a game, the attitude that they have as players and as individuals is something that I really admire. We've had a good record against South Africa over the last couple of years. So, but as I say about their strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, we're a side who really like to focus on what we do. We obviously, go into the bowlers and batters and stuff like that. Look at footage, look at where we feel like we can, get their batters out, how we feel we can score against their bowlers, but we don't really look too far past that. It's all about us.
George.
Hi Ben. Ben Stokes had a very good summer, so was expected to come back in, and Sam wasn't part of the 40-man squad. But I guess you must be pleased that Sam's really sort of banged on the door, did well with the Lions, and obviously done well with England early as well against India.
Yeah, it's as I said before about the squad that we have here at the moment. It's it's a great place to be in, and then obviously with Folkesy is the best wicketkeeper in the world. He's a great player to have down the order as well, but to have world-class quality behind the stumps is a real almost like pillow to have, knowing that you've got someone of his skill level behind there. But Sam Billings, he's showed what he can do in the games that he got this summer at England, and we all know how good of a player he is. And it's great to have someone with Sam's capability there. If the unfortunate thing happened like against India with Ben and his illness, that Sam can come straight in, and we know we've got someone of high quality behind the stumps as well.
And I guess with the bowlers as well, Ollie Robinson's come back in, hasn't he, into the group, extra competition again, and was that kind of a hard decision to sort of go between him, Craig and Matt?
No, it wasn't. It's you look at the way that the seam bowlers have performed at the start of the summer in the Test matches, and especially for Potsy before that for Durham. At the moment, the shirt are theirs, and I see it as not only a challenge for the guys to try and find a way back into the team, but it's also a challenge for the guys who have the shirt to keep their place. That's something that you want. You want that competition within your squad, because it pushes the guys who are in the team at the moment to keep those levels high, but it also is challenging the guys trying to get into the squad to really push themselves to get their name even closer. But said you'd rather be in that situation than not knowing who you're going to pick if something goes wrong.
There you go. Okay, done. We'll do a written separate. Thank you.
That's cool.
Cheers.
Thanks.
Thank you. Right.